2012 Nissan Rogue, the same from 2008 all the way up to 2012. It's exactly the same. This vehicle has a bunch of lights right there in the instrument cluster, the ABS, 8-wheel drive mode right there, and it has the traction lights right there too. I have to put my hand here because right there I'm gonna be diagnosing the problem here on this vehicle, see what's going on. I'm gonna put live data on my scanner, drive the vehicle, and see how the ABS sensors are doing. Since these lights came on the instrument cluster, the vehicle loses power sometimes. I'm gonna scan the ABS system here. C1105 rear right sensor, and if you have this code here, or you have C1106, C1107, C1108, the process to diagnosing or repair will be exactly the same. Alright, I have live data here. We are about to drive the vehicle. Just to show before starting driving, 1, 2, 3, 4, the 4 tires over here, the 4 sensors, as you can see. So we're gonna see if they all move, they all are sending signal to the ABS pump. Alright, that's live data right there. As you guys can see, the rear right ABS sensor is not doing the job. Why? I don't know. It might be problems in the wires, might be the sensor itself. See, the other sensors are sending signals. As you can see, the good scanner with live data and driving the vehicle can give you a good clue where to start. Now, this doesn't mean the sensor is bad. Alright, before starting this job here, let me show you the wire diagram really quick as I can. Now, Nissan does it a little bit weird. They don't show you the color of the wire here. They do, but they do it separate in another diagram. So I'm gonna be showing that in a second. Alright, this is the ABS control unit here, and these are the 4 ABS sensors as you can see. I'm working on this one specifically here on the rear right. These are the pins here, 7 and 8 and 13, 23, 15 and 11 as you can see. Now when you see the color of the wires on the other diagram, I just want to give you a clue. Okay, this is the sensor. From here all the way to the ABS unit, the wires change color. So Nissan will show those colors and they will put the number next to it. For example, if you're looking at this area here, they will put 11, and this area they will put 13, and so on. That's how they do it, and I'll be showing you that diagram in a second, but this is basically how they do it. So just to give you a clue, and if you're working on these sensors here on any of these, so it will be exactly the same. Alright, and here is the other wire diagram. This is the second one, and this is how Nissan does it. I'm working on this sensor here, as you can see, B41, that's the name of the sensor or the connector, and these are the pins. Remember I showed these pins before, and these are the colors here. This is how Nissan does it. These are the pins here, 7 and 8. Now you will see this color only in specific areas, don't get confused, only in specific areas of the wires, because the wires change color while they are running from the sensor all the way to the ABS unit. You might take a look at the wires and you find that it's the wrong color, it's not this one here. That's just because you're not looking at that area specifically where Nissan is telling you. It's a little confused with Nissan. That's how they do it. Now in order for you to be clear with all of this, you have to look at these two. For example, the rear right, this is the rear right sensor here, pin 11, wire 11. This is the color here that the Nissan is giving me. Pin 15, sky blue. This is a sky blue, just an example. Sky blue is the same rear right sensor, the one I'm working on. So it's, I'm giving you a clue. So that's how they do it. And this is the other sensor here. This is the front wheel sensor left on the driver's side. These are the pins here, and these are the color of the wires. right here. This is the other part here, as you can see. So I hope this helped a little bit. 21mm lug nuts. Alright, this is the wire here of the connector. Alright, and the first thing I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be inspecting the cable and the sensor itself. 10mm bolt here for the ABS sensor. Alright, here is the wire, the cable, and it doesn't look good at all. As you can see, it's almost cut because of the clip. Almost cut it completely. I can't even check continuity between this point and this point here and here because it has two wires, so you gotta be guessing if you pinch the right wire or not. Alright, update. I end up taking out the brake caliper here, as you can see. Just two 17mm bolts, one right here and the other one here. So what I'm gonna do in this case is almost completely cut, almost. So at this point, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be replacing this sensor independently if this is the problem or not. But at this point, it has to be replaced, and also doesn't come out from there. Sometimes if you take it out and clean it, and that's all it needs. Sometimes, not always, but sometimes you clean it, and boom, it's working again. Because sometimes the mess inside doesn't let them read when the tire is spinning, it's turning. Doesn't come out from here. So at this point I will replace it, and after that we're gonna drive the vehicle and see what happens. If not, we're gonna continue like checking continuity from here to the ABS pump. So I will have to drill it here because it won't come out. Alright, and you can see I already cut the wires here. I end up taking out the axle nut to in order to be able to push the axle back inside as much as I could. I already pushed it in order to take out a lot of mess there. Right there, still a lot of mess there, as you can see. Right there, I gotta take out the mess. So I push the axle that way inside to the inside of the transmission. I mean the differential. I mean, it has taken me about 30 minutes to be drilling that because the plastic of the ABS sensor was like welded with the metal. Very hard to take it out. Alright, these are the drill bits. I started with the small one and I end up with this one here that is big. This is a metal brush here. And I already sprayed penetrating oil here to give it a good clean up inside. Alright, and that's the new ABS sensor right there. I already installed it. So right now, because I had to replace it because the other did not come out, I had to drill it. So now I'm gonna put the caliper back and put the tire and test the vehicle again and see if it works. If it doesn't work, I'll have to do more tests from here to the ABS pump to the ABS unit. And here's the part number, the information for the ABS sensor. Alright, after installing the ABS sensor, now we're gonna try to drive the vehicle and see what happens. They are zero right there, all the sensors, the tires. As soon as we get out of the driveway, all the lights went away. So no more lights in the instrument cluster. Alright, and all sensors are working, I can see it. And we can see the instrument cluster, all the lights are gone too, in just a matter of seconds. And this vehicle lost a lot of power at the beginning, when the bunch of lights came on the instrument cluster. But now the owner of the vehicle is driving, and he says it's driving so smoothly, so it doesn't lose power anymore either. Thanks for watching the video, and God bless you all.